I tried to make the curve as low to the ground as possible. Of course, I have some big stuff in here. For example, Bolus's... I need to remember I can't click on things. Bolus's Citadel is in the deck. Okay, I have a... Oh, wait, no, I have a, like, Kefka's Tower. Because it came out with the... I got, like, the Final Fantasy version of it. Okay, let me just look up Tower then. I know I have one. Where the fuck is it? Okay, let me look up Citadel. Am I actually going crazy? Oh, I know, I'm still selecting for the... I didn't select Betor. Never mind. Okay. How's it going, everyone? This is Hall Gaming, and welcome back to some more MTG Arena. Been a while since we played this. We're heading back into Brawl, as usual. It's my favorite mode on this game. Now, I will say, and this is kind of a tangent, I have started up a TikTok again. I've been posting the shorts that you guys see on my channel to that. I've also been posting deck breakdowns for some of my real-life Magic the Gathering decks. Mainly I play Commander, just as a heads up, but I have tried my best to recreate one of my decks in Arena. Of course, it's not perfect. Arena's wildcard system kind of screws me over sometimes, but this is Betor, Ancestor's Voice. Let me just go ahead and show you the Commander. The way this deck works, which once I have the card here, nope. Well, now I need to find him again. I mean, I guess this works too. I can just like look him up. Yeah, here we go. So 3/5 flying lifelink for 2 and Abzan. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of plus and plus encounters on up to one other target creature you control equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn, and then you can return a creature with CMC equal or less than the amount of life you've lost this turn. So it's a very interesting deck because it plays a lot with your life total. You kind of bounce up and down a lot. I tried to make the curve as low to the ground as possible. Of course, I have some big stuff in here. For example, Bolus's... I need to remember I can't click on things. Bolus's Citadel is in the deck. Okay, I have a... Oh, wait, no, I have a, like, Kefka's Tower. Because it came out with the... I got, like, the Final Fantasy version of it. Okay, let me just look up Tower then. I know I have one. Where the fuck is it? Okay, let me look up Citadel. Am I actually going crazy? Oh, I know, I'm still selecting for the... I didn't select Betor. Never mind. Okay, I was very confused there. No, not in the 99. God, this is gonna give me a headache. Anyway. But yeah, Bolus's Citadel is in here. Finally found a home for Astarion. I've been wanting to find a home for him for a while. Beyond that, though, it's a lot of like low to the ground stuff, a lot of cheap lifelink flying creatures, stuff like that. Just stuff to gain me back life. I also run like Black Market Connections, Dark Tutelage. I have a Dark Confidant in here. A lot of stuff that gains me life, loses me life. I just play around with that, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into some games so I can show you guys the deck. Which I will say, I do still like main my like outlaw deck. It's a lot more fun to play that deck because you steal people's game plans. Ooh, I haven't seen this deck before. I should probably... Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Okay. I don't like that I'm not starting with any white sources here. Especially since I have 2 white. I think I got a mulligan. Maybe. Temple of Maladies. You know, we'll keep it just because we have some card selection with Temple of Malady, and then we can pay 3 mana if we need to Toxic Deluge the field by ourselves sometimes, especially considering that gets around. Because I believe Arabella has... No, Arabella does not have Indestructible. She is Boros, and she like... it's like power 2 or less matters. So I'm assuming they have like a Delny in there somewhere. Of course, it doesn't really matter if they don't mulligan. Whenever Arrow attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent and you gain X life for X the number of creatures you control. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. The thing is, though, it needs to attack, and you're gonna see very quickly this deck gets very large creatures very fast. So hopefully they have... I fucked up. They fucked up. I mean, that works. That works. I've been play testing the deck earlier today. I've discovered a lot of interesting decks and a lot of like asshole decks. I distinctly remember playing against a Kira the Great Glass Spinner deck earlier. But yeah, I've just been trying to make sure this deck runs okay. It runs decent. I need better lands. That's what it comes down to. I need better land selection. Because 3-color decks are always like a hard sell when it comes to mana bases. That, and for some reason I don't have an Arcane Signet? I thought I did. Can't find it though. Thinking maybe I had a filter on. Okay, I've been seeing too much of this fucker. This guy I've seen like 10 times today. Honestly, no green for Flare is kind of bad. We have a go for the throat for any early pressure, and then we have Phyrexian Arena to get us more card draw. But I love the fact that Koth shows up in this, like, art of it. Koth is one of those planeswalkers that barely ever shows up in the story, but I kind of love him. You know? I'll keep that one because Sandcloud Harbinger will get us some more cards. It will guarantee that we draw at least 3 colorless lands, and then it also gives us card draw when we play them. So it also fucks up their draws, so... Alright, shall we backstreet? And we will keep that right on top so that we have another land guaranteed. And on my turn I can play Cleric class to get ready for some more life gain. Oh, that's gonna be a problem, actually. Because what he's probably gonna do is he's probably gonna force me to discard Defense of the Heart, because he can do that this turn now. Oh, no. Apparently he doesn't have the land. Alright, if he doesn't have the land, I'm not gonna give it to him. So let's play Dark Tutelage, try and get ourselves one more land, play Defense of the Heart before that happens. That's fine, even without the zombie. Like, he's gonna get a zombie back anyway, but even without that zombie, he has 3 creatures to activate defense. So like I said, we need to get Defense of the Heart ASAP out. And then now that's guaranteed to go off on my turn because Black doesn't have many ways of... I mean, I guess it is 2 mana. He could have Feed the Swarm, but he played Agatha's Soul Cauldron, so I'm good. Excuse me. So with that, let's grab Shieldred and Railway Brawler. So now we can gain back some of the life we've been losing. Especially with the Cleric class, that's going to be real nice. I think here I just want to level up Cleric class. Start getting some more plus and plus encounter synergy going. And then on my next turn I can play Daxos followed by Angel of Vitality. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to play this. He's got 3 mana now, so he can play Sephiroth if he wants to. But no, he's playing Ayara. Okay. I mean, he doesn't really have a way to attack, so yeah, it makes sense he'd go for draining effects now. Although, why he wouldn't use... Oh, we'll put that on Railway Brawler. Why he wouldn't attack with a zombie? Because the Decayed would go off, and then he would get another zombie, and then the Nyara would trigger again. Alright, anyway. Daxos. So he can start gaining even more life. Oh, also, he gets buffed up by Railway, and then we play Angel of Vitality. When that ETBs, it triggers both Daxos and Railway. We gain the life, and then we'll put the +1 counter on Angel. And then I feel like we just attack with Shieldred, because even if they block with all... Let's see, 2, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, even if they block with everything. And even then, the zombie can't block, so... No reason not to attack with Shieldred here. I guess he does get a treasure out of this. But, he's gonna use it anyway. Let's get it off the field. Okay, he's getting a lot of benefits here. Okay, only activated abilities though, so it's not like Ayara can do the whole if this dies create a treasure thing. Not that I think he wants it to die, but just saying. Ah! Yeah, that hurts. I at least gain 3 more life off of that. On my turn, if Dark Tutelage gets me anything big, I can play Betor. Okay, exiling the Angel, that's fine. Ah, that's unfortunate. We'll play... How much does it cost? Okay, it's 5. We have 5. Let's play Lush Portico. Leave Exquisite Blood on top. Then we can level up Cleric class the last time. And put Shieldred back out. And there we go. Problem solved. We got Shieldred right back. Although, why he didn't play Sephiroth before he played the Damnation? Because fun fact for you, I believe Sephiroth, if his 4th trigger happens as he dies, he still transforms. Either that or he just gets the emblem. 9 Lives Familiar is a fun card, however that is concerning to see in an Aristocrats deck. Oh no. By the way, apologies if my voice sounds a little different. I'm back at college now, so there might be a little bit different acoustics. I'm trying to figure that out. Might put up some like blankets on this wall behind my monitor just so that my voice doesn't echo as much, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's fine. Daxos goes away. Yeah, we're guaranteed to get a 5 off that, so... Play the Swamp, and then play Betor, Ancestor's Voice. And then Caustic Bronco. And now we go to combat. We can just attack with Shieldred. Because even if that zombie could block, they couldn't kill it. We can start getting tokens off the 9 Lives Familiar. End turn. Betor will put 3 counters on the Caustic Bronco and we'll get back the Railway Brawler. And there we go. Doing good. And he's constantly ticking down on life because of Shieldred. Okay, that's not a big deal. Sephiroth hits the field. Probably gonna sack the... No, he's sacking the zombie. Okay. Sorry, my voice is cracking an awful lot. Also, he keeps drawing cards. Okay. Probably play Exquisite Blood on my turn. He's exiling Ayara, so now anything with the +1 counter has tap, sack another creature, draw a card. That is slightly problematic in this deck. Because now you can use Jadar to sack stuff. Whew. Okay, that's good. Barracks area is always a nice thing to find, because I can play that with Shieldred out, and then its downside is basically negated. So let's play Exquisite Blood. Go to combat. Do we just attack with everything? Force him to block? Because the worst thing he can do is he double blocks the Railway Brawler with Sephiroth and Jadar. That dies, and then the rest gets through, and he's dead on his turn anyway. So yeah. I mean, I guess he could triple block Shieldred. Yeah, no, let's hold back a little bit. Let's just attack with Betor. Give me a bit more life. So Betor hits, the lifelink goes off, we put a +1 counter on him, and then we gain life again, so we put another +1 counter on him. And now we end turn. We're gonna put 11 +1 counters on the Railway Brawler. Because even if he draws a kill spell, we have Snakeskin Veil to protect it. And now I think we can discard the Sandcloud Harbinger. Yeah, I think that's good. Because now he's in a position where he has to keep up as many blockers as possible, and I'm still gaining a ton of life. Because anytime he draws a card, he loses 2 life, Exquisite Blood gains me 2 life, and then I get a +1 counter on one of my creatures. By the way, to any of my friends watching this is what's constantly going through my head whenever we're playing Commander Knights. Okay, Yawgmoth ran position. That's fine. Yeah. My brain is constantly moving at like a mile a minute whenever we're playing MTG. I'm constantly like going over, if I do this, then this, then this, could they do this? Okay, if that happens, does this work? I treat it a lot like a game of chess. Alright, another +1 counter on Betor. We just gain 1 more life. Which I don't know if we can, unfortunately. Actually, what am I saying? Of course we can. We have him dead now. Unless he can kill Shieldred. Because we draw a card off Garruk's. Shieldred triggers when I gain the life. I can put a +1 counter on I can put a +1 counter on Betor with Cleric's Class. And now when I attack, unless they have a kill spell for Shieldred, when they draw their card, they die. Yeah, of course I had fun. Now, like I said, this deck is... It's a snowball deck. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a very big snowball deck. Oh god, it has been a while since I've played MTG Arena. I forgot that there was a new Mastery Pass out. I don't know if I can really buy it. I'm kind of hurting on money right now, but eh. Ooh. I remember this guy being interesting. I played against him a couple times. Game, what is this hand? Better. No black kind of hurts, but Chromatic Lantern makes up for that. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, this one is just unblockable. Alright, Temple of Plenty will put Garruk's to the bottom, because we kind of need to draw more lands. Dark Confidant, I love to see it, but a little too early there, buddy. I don't have any black sources. I mean, if you play something that makes me discard, I'll gladly I'll gladly reanimate you, but for right now, we'll play Chromatic Lantern. And just like that, our entire hand is turned on. Awesome. Yeah, I figured he was gonna go ahead and play the commander. Let's play Daxos, followed by Dark Confidant, so that I gain the life from playing Dark Confidant. So he's gonna... Yeah, that's right, this is like a Voltron commander, isn't it? Okay, Sanctum Weaver is slightly concerning to see in this kind of deck, because this is very much an Enchantress deck. As much as it doesn't look like it. I'll go through the throw name fad here. We'll play the not reanimate, cultivate. Exact opposite card. Not exact opposite, but like they don't do near the same thing. You actually swan song a. You're a bitch. Okay. Wow. He swan songed a ramp spell. How? This is why people don't like blue. Like, I personally love blue. I'm like, my main deck is Bant. But swan songing cultivate? Okay, Black Market Connections is one of the better cards in the deck, but I don't need it right now. I need lands. I mean, I guess this kind of works. It's gonna hurt me in the long run, though. But the nice thing is, though, we drew Lunar Convocation. This is... Alright, fine. I'm good with the Painful Conjury. Block Tatsunari here, just so I don't end up losing too much life. Okay, you are really cutting me close here, Dark Confidant. Fucking hell. Why am I going through such a land drought? At the very least, we can gain a bunch of life back here. I have to discard to this, though. So we'll discard Wardens of the Cycle. Because we can actually take advantage of that because we've lost a ton of life this turn. We can use Betor. This is why people don't like blue. This right here is why people don't fucking like blue. You control a demon, don't you? No, you don't actually. That's just to gain more. That's just to gain more card draw. Hold on, why did I send Betor to the graveyard? I can't. Oh, he just made those unblock. I hate this game. No, I don't hate this game. I hate counter spells. I hate counter spells when I'm not the one using them. Isn't that the anthem of Magic? Ugh. God. Counterspelling a I'm still not over that. Counterspelling a cultivate. You don't do that. You don't counter ramp spells unless it's some shit like Scape Shift. Or they're playing this. That's another option. Because landfall decks kind of deserve it. Again, why does this deck just feel like giving me land drafts? There we go, that's better. Esper Sentinel, by the way, great in this deck because I can buff its power like crazy. Alright, let's play Plains, play Esper. Yeah, he's gonna sack that in response. So does he have a 1-drop he can use, or... is he just going to like grab a Triome or a Shockland? If I had to guess, probably Ketria Triome. Yeah, because that's the green, blue, red. I was dead on the money. Okay. Play Temple of Silence. There's not really anything I need to worry about. I just... okay, so that's what he has. He just has the Missing Reinforced. We have enough lands in hand to get Betor, so I'm fine leaving the Reanimate on top. Next turn we can play Angel, which will come in as a 4/4 flyer. Oh, and he plays the growth spell to let me go ahead and draw it. Nice. I mean, not nice because he's getting a... This man runs all of the fucking... He's about to kill himself with his own lands. Because he played... Like, this is 3 shocks. If this deck was in real life, he would have broke the bank getting it. And he surveils Teferi's Protection into the grave. That's how you know you're hurting for lands. You ditch a card like that? Also, fucking hell. The amount of money in this fucking graveyard. Okay, Bloom Tender, that's fine. Play the Angel Vitality. We're still kind of locking him down on, like, casting non-creature spells, so... Go ahead and pass turn. If he plays Omnath... Yeah, because he currently doesn't have... Like, this can only tap for 1. Okay, playing Oracle Alpha, now he can tap for 2 because he has green-blue. That's all? Alright. I mean, that makes me worry about counter spells, but... Go ahead and go to combat. Angel Vitality takes a swing. Next turn we can play Betor and start our game plan. He has enough mana to play Omnath now, if he wants to. And if he does... I mean, I guess... Oh shit, okay. That's a slight problem. 3 damage to each player and each planeswalker. Or to each creature in each planeswalker. So we're gonna give Esper Sentinel indestructible. So that only his stuff dies. And now we can play out Betor. And we should be good now. Honestly, we're in a good position here. Granted, the landfall on Dragonback Assault's gonna be a little annoying. But at the same time, Betor can still swing into a single 4/4 dragon. Okay, that's why he ditched Teferi, so he could get it back. Okay. Also, oh yeah, I guess these do count as islands, don't they? But he ditches it again just to get more lands. Oh god, he gets a lot of lands. He gets a lot of lands. Oh fuck. Oh god, the amount of dragons he just made. Oh no. So, that's a slight problem, isn't it? We'll attack with Betor. He can double block them if he wants to. That's fine. God, he put all of them in front of it. Jesus. You wanted to make sure he died. We'll go ahead and reanimate him, though. Or actually... No, we can't get anything from his. We need to get the full 5. And then... Something did die this turn, so we can draw a card, lose a life. Put 4+1 counters on the Angel. Okay, Dawn's Truce is pretty good. But at the same time, I don't know if it matters at the moment. He's just gonna play Omnath. God, that enchantment. Like, Lumra coming out was the turning point. Because now I can just sack those. Then again, if he can't kill me here, he might be dead on Crackback. And I can even buy myself another turn by playing 1 ring. Well, he probably can kill me, because I can block 2 of these, and then I can put Warrens of the Cycle in front of Lumra. Because Lumra doesn't have trample. We'll block 2 of these, so that's 20 damage coming in. Never mind, that just did it. Because I could have regained life up to, like, back up to 2 after the attack, but I think that just killed me. Because that's 35 damage coming in. Oh! Give myself one more turn. No attacks. I am kind of stuck here though, because that is too many dragons for me to deal with. Unless I draw like Toxic Deluge next turn. I need to run like the gates here, because that Seeking is really nice. Well, now he can play lands from grave, so that's not good for me, because that means he can reuse his crack lands. God, the amount of fetch lands he has in this deck, Jesus. That's we have Marshblast, Polluted Delta, Windswept Heath. He has Misty Rainforest. This dude spent all his gold wildcards on just fetch lands. Oh god. I need to use the One Ring on my turn. I need to try and find my Toxic Deluge, because otherwise I'm not winning this. Even if I find my Toxic Deluge, I don't know if I'm winning this. I still have protection, so Omnath doesn't do his damage to me. That's fine. Yeah, because fun fact, that is deal damage, not lose life. So... yeah, no, I think I'm in a situation where I'm not winning this one. But if I still was running Fumigate, I might be able to win it, but... yeah, like this, not happening. Buddy, I have protection. I think he realized. At this point I'm digging. No, I think that's it. Damn it. Lumra as a card was a fucking mistake, because I see that in every landfall deck, and every time it's played I lose. Because it's so hard to answer, because it's just all their lands back from graveyard, and half the time a landfall deck is running everything from Evolving Wilds to the fetch lands. Okay, in a Rabo deck. I'm fine with these, as long as I'm not playing like Helm of the Host. I'll keep this, because we can play the 2 Surveil lands first, and then third turn we play Black Market Connections. And then if we draw a land, fourth turn we play Betor, otherwise we play Vizier. Or we don't play at all. I don't get people to do that. Like, give your deck a chance at least. However, I'm not ever gonna give this card a chance. Why? Why did I know they give us like kind of shitty free cards because they're free, but who would ever use this? It's not even a creature type that matters to anyone because it's a Nautilus. I don't know of any cards that are Nautilus tribals, so. I mean, if anyone back home, you can make Nautilus Tribal work, something like Morophon the Boundless. Be my guest. Let me know in the comments below how that goes for you. To my knowledge, though, there is no way you can make Nautilus tribal. Ah, Joda. This is another one of those decks that I kind of don't like seeing. Also, that hand kind of sucks. That's better. We got some card selection with Shadowy Backstreet. We can play Dark Tutelage turn 3. I kind of want to keep... Yeah, we're keeping Wind Crystal on top, because that is way too good of a card to send to bin. Yeah, this guy's running all the tri-lands. Dark Tutelage, and on my next turn I can play Vizier. So I get a bit more card selection from the top, and we can hopefully get to Betor on my next turn. Oh, well, hello there. I drew... Okay, game, you're being funny now. Let's play Blooming Marsh and just play Colossal Majesty, because now next turn we can play Swamp, Betor, and then we're good to go. However, yeah, Joda is now on the field. So actually, slight change of plans. Play Temple of Silence. We'll keep Toxic Deluge on top, gladly. And we're gonna make him sack it. Because we cannot let Joda stay on the field. Okay, Kellen the Kid. That's fine. Now he knows I have a Toxic Deluge. What all lands do I have? I have 5. So let's play Swamp so we can keep up our swords for his turn. And then play Betor. Okay, he only controls 1 legendary, so he only gets 1 land. And Codas and Path go to bottom. Good draw on a land like that. Let's play Razor Verge Thicket here. Play Esper Sentinel. And then we play Vampire Nighthawk. So that we still have protection on my turn when he goes to swing. Swing with Betor. Gain back some life. We put 3+1 counters on Esper Sentinel. And now, yet he plays a land. That's fine. I figured that's what he was going for. Yep, Joda coming in. Okay, so we can't do any damage to him on my turn. That's fine. We're gonna Swords Joda. Ooh, Exquisite Blood's nice here. I like drawing Sovereign, but I don't like the fact that I had to lose life for him. Also play Lunar Convocation here? Yeah. And we can also do Assemble a Team. Ooh, Johnny. That is actually probably the best card I could have drawn in that situation. Okay, that's fine. We'll send Betor to command zone. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, because we're still drawn from that. That's hurting me quite a bit, though. Okay, let's play Betor. Go to combat. We swing Vampire Nighthawk, because either he blocks with Kellen, or he doesn't. Either way, I gain life. And then we can put 2+1 counters on the Vampire Nighthawk. And then Lunar Convocation triggers on both fronts. So he loses life and I make a 1/1 bat. Yep, Joda's back. Okay, now the problem is, do I have an answer for him? Yeah, I think I do. I need to play a Ajani, though I need to start gaining back some life.
Everything will be fine if we stand. Friendship is the best cure.
Because now we can also play Morbid Opportunist. We don't attack, we just end turn. We put 6+1 counters on the Vampire Nighthawk. And then we just keep making blockers. Because he doesn't have any way to give his stuff trample. So as long as we can keep holding up blockers, we should be fine. He has to pay 4 for Esper Sentinel. Also called, or go for the throat. That's a nice one to draw. Because that's an answer for Joda. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to cast it right now, but... yeah, the problem now, though, is I need to also answer Muldrotha, otherwise he's just going to send Joda to grave. Okay, yeah, this is starting to get out of hand. We're just gonna need to kill Joda. Oh fuck, Kellen has trample. I didn't even realize that. Oh, all his shit. Why does all of his shit have trample? What gave all his shit trample? Oh, Jetmir. Yeah, that would do it. Block Joda. Block Kellen. What is Muldrotha's original power toughness? Because she's gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, just block wherever. I don't know if I'm surviving. I don't think I am. Yeah, probably not. I gave him a best try, but Joda is just a bitch. Honestly, that was fun, though. Given, like, one more turn, I probably could have turned that around. My plan was to hopefully on my next turn play the white crystal out and then gain a bunch of life and hopefully use Ajani's 0 ability to exile his whole board. But he got there before I could. Good game, though. Good game. I should probably turn down the volume of the game, I just now realized, because I remember Magic being on the louder side during editing. There we go. Might be a little hard to hear me during the early parts of this video, just as a heads up. Sorry about that. Yes! I love this man. I don't know whoever this is. Homie Beef? You are indeed a homie. I like the play. The funny thing is, though, he's not going to be able to take advantage as well as I can of my cards. Because a lot of my cards just drain my life, so he's going to be killing himself with my cards. I will keep that on top. Because now we can play a Johnny... Now we have a good curve. We can play a Johnny's Primate into Black Market Connections. And hopefully we draw another untapped land, because then on turn 4 we can play Betor. And honestly, I'm half tempted to use Snakeskin Veil. Oh, Veil Smasher. Okay, we got some good cards coming in. Like, this is exactly the start I would want for a Jasper Flint deck. Cavern Souls Naming Lizard. I probably should add that tech to my deck, because that would make it so that Jasper can't be countered. Oh? Okay, playing Abyssal Harvester first. Play Black Market Connections. No attacks. And then hopefully with the extra draw we can find another land to play with for Betor. Otherwise, we'll probably just play Caustic Bronco and hold up Snakeskin. Or, you know, you could be a bitch. I mean, granted, fair. He gets in a Giant's Primate now, too. God, Demon Warlock. That is such a good card for that deck. Create a treasure and draw a card. Play Temple of Silence. I hate putting this to the bottom, but I need more land. We play Caustic Bronco, and then we can hold up Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, I figured he was going to go for Jasper this turn. No blocks. Alright. Sell contraband and buy information. Because now we can play Betor. And just to make sure that he doesn't get the trigger, we kill Jasper. I probably should have done that on the end step last turn. I don't know why I didn't. But there we go. We've lost enough life that we can get back Caustic Bronco if we want. But do I attack with him, though? Because that's a gamble. Yeah, let's do it. Swing with Caustic Bronco. Reveals the one ring, and I take 4. Okay. He has enough mana to replay Jasper Flint if he wants to. Or he's gonna destroy Betor. That's why we hold up 1 mana for the Snakeskin Veil. Oh, actually, I'm just dead. Yeah, no, because they have 3, 3, 2. That's 8. Damn. Actually, I'm probably just gonna call it there, because we've been recording for like 50 minutes. So, thank you guys all so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Go check out some of my other videos. I have a ton of content on various card games, whether it be MTG Arena, of course, or Yu-Gi-Oh, or if you want a bit more of those single player games, we've been playing through Inscription Blind on my channel, so go check that out if you're interested. Beyond that though, thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day.